"Have an amazing summer, everyone," said Miss K, as all the kids around me were filled with joy. It was the last day of 7th grade, and while all my friends were ecstatic because summer had finally arrived, I was anxiously waiting on a text that would change my life forever. I'll never forget this day. It is engraved in my memory like a scar or a burn. At least that's what it felt like when I finally did receive the text. "Bad news. We'll talk about it when you get home. From Dad." I automatically knew what this meant. I just did not want to think about it or accept the fact that my biggest nightmare was soon going to be my reality. I put on my bravest face and wished my friends a great summer. This was the first time I would experience putting on a mask I would soon learn would become my best friend. The bus ride home felt eternal, and my legs felt like they were being dragged on the pavement from the bus stop to the way home. The fresh June air did not feel so fresh anymore. "They have 90 days to leave," said my dad. As I felt my heart shatter, I quickly ran into my mother's arms. As a 12-year-old, all I wanted to do was worry about whose house the next movie night would be at, not the next time I would be able to see my mom. I never imagined I would go an entire year without seeing her and have to worry every year on missing weeks and sometimes even months of school to be able to extend my time with her in Mexico. This experience would change my life forever. It would be a part of my story that I would deal with for 10 years and counting. Although my story is filled with many hardships, it is also a story of how a broken little girl turned into an indestructible woman. From the moment we are born until the day we die, our stories are being written. Sometimes our stories are not up to us, but rather up to the cards that we are dealt with. What is up to us is what we do with those stories and who we decide to become. Some of us become survivors and warriors. I am a warrior, just like women from Chicago and all around the world. Sadly, the lives of 51 women were cut short, but their stories will live on forever, and they will always be warriors. I became a journalist because I wanted my story to be told. From dealing with my mother's deportation at the age of 12 to battling with depression for over 10 years, I knew someday why I went through all of this would make sense, and that was to tell my story, in order to help others who might be going through similar situations. Every battle and every scar have made me rise from the ashes. Like the sun, I rise every morning, brighter and taller than ever. Through my writing, I have been given the honor to share my story with hope that one day I will inspire a little girl somewhere. I hope she knows that no matter how hard life seems, you can and you will get through it. You will be a survivor. You are a warrior. When I was first given the assignment to report on missing and murdered women in Chicago, I was distraught. Distraught by the fact that these women were murdered for no apparent reason other than their skin color and anatomy. It breaks my heart that women of black and brown color must live through these anxieties every day. My heart goes out to Catherine Satterfield Buchanan, Theresa Bunn, Yvette Mason, and the other 48 forgotten women, to them and their families. These women are not just women of the night, and they are not just a number. They are someone's mother and someone's daughter. After searching for months for information on these women, all I found on Catherine Satterfield Buchanan was a picture of her lifeless body on the side of a curb. Not even a photograph that showed her smile or the woman she once was. Nothing was found on Yvette Mason besides the day of her murder. These women did not deserve to be left in dumpsters, to be strangled, to be burned, or to be forgotten. They deserve to live long lives. Theresa Bunn deserved to give birth and to be a great mother. Even though their stories were cut short, from now on, journalists like I will make sure that they are never forgotten.